So asanas cure diseases, pranayama removes impurities, and by practice of pratyahara, the yogi puts an end to mental ills. Now what does mental ill? Hanti manasam is the word used. It means mental problem. By the practice of pratyahara. Now pratyahara is sense withdrawal. You know how most of the mental illnesses, the root of most mental illnesses is because one desires something and one is not able to get it. The shock begins from there. Or you have been so ill-treated that there is a trauma. It's an illness. I mean, it's like any other illness. I don't think mental illness should be separated and put in a different compartment. I think it's like you have diabetes. When the diabetes is high, you need to take injections throughout your life. Right? Insulin or whatever. In the same way, if you have a mental illness, what is required for it, maybe you need to practice or take whatever is required for it, even if it is advanced enough to be only manageable through chemical intervention. Continue. What is it? It's like any other physical disease. The stigma is to be removed from this. It's not, there's no stigma. It's a physical ailment, just as any other ailment, translating itself into mental projection. If you have BP, people take tablets all their lives for BP. This is also something like that. So what I'm saying is, don't attach any stigma to it. It's just an imbalance somewhere, which can be balanced mostly through yoga. Through meditation, through yoga, it can be balanced, put it back to shape. It's basically the imbalance of the Ida Pingala prana, moving here and there. If you can balance it, then it generally clears up. And have no fear, because the greatest joy on earth is you, inside you, your true ID. So what are you looking at? So who cares what somebody doesn't give you or doesn't? So pratyahara is sense withdrawal. When you know how to withdraw yourself, withdraw your senses at a given point, not always. If you always withdraw your senses, you won't even enjoy what you're eating. You got your senses when required. That is the important thing to note, when required. When this happens, when you can do that, then this pratyahara puts an end to mental disturbances, because then you don't care. If you can't get, it's okay. This is this obsession that creates mental problems. So we get free of obsessions. Why? Because the joy that you require is within you, essence. There is nothing outside to give it to you. You're free. You're not dependent. Okay. The practice of dharana, one of the angas of yoga, ashtanga, results in mental stability. And then through that, the continuation is dhyana, so surprising accomplishments through samadhi. Then one gets liberated and is free. Therefore, the wise, meaning all of us, should practice yoga, which is the fruit of the Shrutis of the Vedas, that are served with the dvijas, and which cuts the bondage of worldly life. Now, why have they introduced this? That the dvijas, when you say dvija, that means twice born. Dvi janama, that is twice born. So, in the olden days, when they whispered the Gayatri mantra into the ear and put the the thread, then immediately you have become a dvija. That means you are born again. So when that is done, it's called a dvija. But the real meaning of the word dvija is one who has discovered through yoga the fruits of the Shrutis, which declare Tattvamasi. You are not this, but you are that. What does the Shruti declare? The Shruti declares Aham Brahmasmi, one of the Mahavakyas. Prajnanam Brahma, another Mahavakya. Ayam Atma Brahma, my Atman is Brahman. Tattvamasi, you are that. Shruti, Mahavakyas. But can you simply by chanting it understand it? No. You need to systematically practice the science of yoga, which includes asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana. In samadhi you realize what is being said.